everybody, it's your man Fitman. So, important topic. With the new year coming up and the resolution is about to come out the woodwork all crazy, there's an important thing that needs to be talked about. And it's a question that a lot of people ask on the first day they begin to train. How long will it take for me to see results? How long will it take for me to lose my gut? How long will it take for me to get all this weight off? Fair questions, very fair. But we're going to talk about the reality of the situation here, okay? Those are very fair questions too, by the way. But what factors into how fast you're going to get fit is the factor of how long have you been unfit, okay? Let me spit some game. Let's chop up some game real quick. So here you are, you coming off the street, and you haven't did anything in years. You're in horrific shape. Your blood pressure's high, diabetes is on the horizon, you got a gut, you got a lot of visceral fat around your organs, your skin's not good, you aren't sleeping well, you're pretty much just coming from nothing. It is gonna take you some time to get fit. It really is, okay? You can't expect to be, and this is what gets me, how can someone who's been out of shape for 20 years come in and expect in 3 months they're going to be in shape? You know why? Because all these gimmicks in the game, all this dango floating around, you can't expect that. It's not going down like that. Let me give you a little story, okay? Michael Jeffrey Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time, okay? Michael Jordan left the game. He retired. Took a year and a half off. When Michael Jordan returned to the game, this was the greatest basketball player in the league at that time. There was no one even close. But when he returned to the game, he wasn't the same Michael Jordan. Yes, he was still good. He was Michael Jordan. But he wasn't the same Michael Jordan. And it took a little bit longer for him to get back in that shape to where he was Michael Jordan and he was winning championships again. Okay? It took him a little longer. Not when he first came back. So if the great Michael Jordan, if not even him, the greatest baller ever, cannot just pick back up where he left off, what makes you think that after all this time off that you can just pick up where you left off 20 years ago and just get fit right away? The time in that you need to get results is going to be a while, and it varies by person, but it's going to take some time. You can't just show up not ever having doing nothing and just progress. Yeah, so if you're on a typical program, the first thing that's going to happen is that your strength gains are going to be the fastest increase that you can visibly see on that bar each week. You're squatting 95 pounds the first week, you're at 105 the next week, a couple weeks go by, you're squatting 175 pounds. That's going to be the first visible thing that you can see. I'm getting stronger. But you can't think 9 weeks into it that you're going to have a six-pack, that you're going to have, a 19-inch arm, a big chest, a big butt. Like, these things aren't going to happen immediately. It takes time to change and build your physique. And plus, you're working through years of ineptitude. So you can't just shake off the rust instantly. Okay, like I said, Jordan didn't just shake it off. It took him a while to get back in his groove. And he's the greatest ever. So if you're just coming in off the street with no prior experience, it's gonna take you some time, and you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. You can't say, well, it's been 8 weeks. I'm not exactly where I wanna be, so I'm gonna quit. And then quit and then go do what? Go back to your old plan, which is sit around and get in even worse shape, come back 3 years later at an even worse point. You understand? Follow me here. So you gotta have patience when it's time to remodel your physique, because you getting out of shape and getting to the state that you got into, it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight. It happened through years of ineptitude and years of just, not being active, not eating well. It took time to get flabby and sick. It's gonna take time to get fit and lean, and you gotta be willing to put in the time, okay? Now, fortunately, if you've been out of shape for, let's say, 10, 15 years, it's not going to take you 15 years to get back in shape. But you're going to have to put in some time. That can vary, but you're going to have to put in some time, a year, 2. It's going to take you some time to get fit. So you can't just expect to just walk in and get exactly what you want just because you want it now. Patience. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient, okay? So you gotta put in the time to really earn your results. They're not gonna come overnight. They're not gonna come right to you, okay? So put in that time, work hard, eat right, be consistent. Before you know it, you turn around, brand new person. You know, I love the people who say, well, I don't got that much time. Well, that's too long. Where do you have to go? You got nowhere to go. You got nowhere to go. Oh, well, my birthday is in June. I need to get in shape now. Meanwhile, it's April. So what do you think was gonna happen? It's not gonna happen that fast. You should came here last April. Okay? You should have started last April or 2 Aprils ago if you wanted to be here. Now it don't happen overnight. So like I said, don't procrastinate. Take care of business. You gotta put time in to see great results. Holla.